me, who gonna judge me? Plus, I was just reading and was saying something about like you should not marry them, you should not do this, you don't share your children, but they already stole the children. This is like the largest trafficking ring, child trafficking ring ever. They already stole the children. But I don't know why you did all that because you can't have none of the assets that come with them. You're gonna have to cough it up. You're gonna have to cough it up. This could also be I told you I had the original picture with my grandmother and my grandfather, but they saying, oh, that was somebody else. And I know what the unless the grandma then a liar then. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to tell you. I seen the picture. I seen the grandma all my life until 16 years old. So what you telling me is that something could have happened to both of them, the grandmother and the grandfather. They replaced them with plants like Beauty 9419. That's also a Coleman. That child was created out of demons in the dark. Even if this was money in the grave, you can't put my money in the grave because, see, this is people finding out about shit after, in the aftermath. I could go in the aftermath. You already know what y'all did because you did it. Somebody tried to send me that song before. No, because you took the person out of the grave and you didn't let the dead rest and you brought these people back and changed their mind and programmed them under your programmer. So God is not a man that he should lie or give something to somebody and take it back. That's demon threats. And anywhere it goes, if my energy was used to produce something with one of these feathers and they went on to be a trillionaire, I want my part. It's just the bottom line. Because what's mine is mine. What was created of me, my images, those are mine. The offspring, even if they weren't theirs, if they came through those are mine. It's not yours. Yeah, you could come back to a child after 20 years and say, I threw you in the garbage and that woman found you and took care of you. And this person, and you kept this person and you used him to somewhat water your garden. That's my fuel. That's my energy. That's my custom energy. That's not your energy. Like I don't know what these people think they're doing. I can't figure out who the other people is that y'all use to make because Lena or whatever her name is, but that's definitely the Morrison energy, which is still bringing me back to what really happened with John Benet Ramsey. And when did the person get taken to the other side? Because if the if the Epstein is really the mother and the father is the bit, is something with this Yay Epstein trumpet energy. What is it? You people got to make up their mind. These people got to make up their mind. We got fantasy sitting on top of the deck. This could be this Psy karmic, something in this fantasy for this person to say that they connected to this tourist when the Biden administration was in. You can't, because the person can't come here and marry nobody else. The come up came with me with this masculine energy from the Coleman family. So the person can't be with nobody else. That would be my woman. If y'all try to send somebody from overseas or something like this or whatever, that would be my woman. The person can't marry, so all these women is acting like they was married to this person or something like this. They can't. Now Mordecai had heard these things, and he rent his garment and put on his sackcloth. This is the 7 of cups. And strewing ashes, he came lamenting in the manner, even to the gate of the palace. For no one clothed with sackcloth might enter the kingdom court. Cause I was just hearing somebody rolling around with the pig with the lipstick on. All right, but this is if the Christ is here, the Christ can heal these people, but they're not doing something the right way. They're stealing the healing. And again, we were told not. Well, I was told not to take the vaccine, but if they try to give it to me anyways, then you try to kill me, and then you're going to get beheaded anyways. All province towns and places to which the king's cruel edict was to come, there was great mourning amongst the Jews, which can be held. And if this family was also cyber pimping or pimping somebody out, they can't be held against them. Was done in the dark comes to light. So what they were doing in the dark, and her eunuch went in and told her, and when she heard it, she was in consternation, and she sent a garment to clothe him, and to take away the sackcloth, but he would not receive it. So somebody don't want to come out of the dark, okay? And she called for Athashe, Athach, other Shay, the eunuch, whom the king had appointed. I'm just randomly pulling something here. To attend upon her, and she commanded him to go to Mordecai, or Shai. Okay. Oh, the hell is that noise? Okay, and at Athash, and how Ammon had promised to pay money into the king's treasures to have the Jews destroyed. Okay, so this could have been somebody, okay, to pay into the king's treasures and to have them destroyed, because I was saying they shall be utterly destroyed, utterly destroyed. He gave him, but these are, again, these are the Jews, or those who say that they are Jews, but they are not, but they are from the synagogue of Satan. Now somebody wants a truce. Despair, okay, which he had hanging up in Susan, or Susan, Sisson, okay. Don't worry. They trying to sacrifice. They tried to put somebody. This could look like somebody that went out in the street crying on the floor, something like this. To Sisson. These people don't want conflict. Queen of, okay, Queen of Coins. It's my brother's name, my so-called brother. Okay. And he showed then and go do something for somebody or something like this. And we got Ten of Swords devastation here with the girl and the snake. All right. And then some type of oppression is over for these people that didn't do nothing. Like I said, these could be porcupine energies. This is somebody that is dominant here, but they don't fuck with nobody. If you come trying to do something like this, then the quails come out. Or if they feel in danger, they roughen their skin or something like this. This is not. Okay, we got concern in reverse with the 3 of coins. It just flew out the car on the floor. So don't concern about this finances. Whoever the snake is, the ram, I don't know, whatever this is, these pentacles, these people that like, oh, I got money. That's nothing. A snake tail, a dragon tail, be able to have a pleasurable life here. Okay, evade death. I don't think it's to go see whoever this is. I think that something is happening anyway. All right. Somebody's goat, or who they call them the goat, is in reverse, because this person called false judgment on this woman. Maybe they was like impregnating this woman, then bringing her up to heaven and taking these children, saying that you were sharing your children with these people, but in damn self, they was making them cut their hand and bleed that person out in order to do something so that they could smush their hands together and make it seem like they share blood. So this could be other ways that they were doing this in society. Okay. Make them bleed. I was hearing about the king the king of Spain or something that took over, and he took that wife and he said, for the sake of me and my son, and he cut her on the leg, and then she was bleeding on the thing. He was like, so that my son is not embarrassed in the future. So I don't know what this is. I don't know if the king got somebody pregnant before the marriage, and then this could be also why a lot of women suffered at the hands of kings. They didn't have to prove themselves, but the women did, and some of these men were they were eunuchs
Mama,
themselves. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
should I get that
Mm-hmm. Many of these men were
or this
eunuchs. Mm-hmm.
or this?
That one.
What?
I don't know. It's all cute. Mm-hmm. Maybe not that one.
Which one?
Maybe not that one. Can you hand me that card that fell down there? Uh, um, yeah. Somebody want to make a change and put these people up, these little boogers or these little embryos from these purple people or the lilac girls or something, but it's not happening. They're getting cut up. Ooh, they're getting caught up in this root because somebody thought to keep you out of the bed. You know, somebody could have kept you out of these bed chambers so that you won't have friends on that side of the aisle or something like this. And then they put these other women from these other families on these men. But again, some of these men were already the men of God. So this could be like a whip or a tail reaching up into the heavens to whip these people out. This could also be a fallen angel or something like this, possibly. Okay. But don't be concerned. I feel like I'm concerned, like I don't want this tail to hit any of my people that never went against me and never plan on going against me. I don't want it to hit them. I'm guessing it's saying don't be concerned. If is in reverse, the cat is in reverse, and the bird. Also bluebird energy. I don't know because none of these people can be together. The crazy thing, yeah, dominion. I have dominion over these. They cannot do this. This could just be an easy way to wipe out a bunch of these criminals or something already. All right, don't worry about this person being out in the street looking some kind of way. All right, and then we have somebody that's supposed to stand up and courage here. All right, the Seven of Wands. Somebody could be trying to say that you're not using your courage or something, but these are people that's hiding from you in hiding places or places you can't even go. That's why I'm saying if I'm in the valley of the bones or whatever, remember when Simba was like, I laugh in the face of danger. Ha ha ha. And then I was here and laugh now, cry later. But still, somebody about to find out maybe the valley of the elephant bones killed that person or somebody that they seen as powerful, but something is like a fortress here. Okay. With the blue lion, a water lion, and then the sun, like a lion of the earth or something like this. Um, I don't know. Somebody's like two lions, and it's like, nah, we gonna do it like this. I just don't like the fact that this looked like a head or backside. I don't think that this is the sun. I don't. Okay, but could a snake head try to get in somebody's backside to get something out? Sometimes stuff be kind of embarrassing, but I woke up before, like, I know my butt was clean when I went to bed. Like, I'm not trying to say you should be smelling it or nothing, but I know that I wipe my butt good after using the bathroom, and then I wake up and go pee. And then I always, when I pee, I wipe back there all the time, anyways, still. And I was like, why I feel like stuff, why is this stuff back here or whatever? I didn't poop. So I don't know what somebody's doing. Like, I don't know if somebody's like extracting poop. Like this could be another, I don't know what this is, okay? With the rat in the toilet. So this could be people that deal with feces or something. I have no idea. But that's what I'm saying. And then my door was open. I fell asleep last night, probably like clarity. This could also be somebody sitting on these cups and not letting the information come out. So this is why this could be the Sa energy, or this could be somebody else here. This is why somebody's not getting clarity. This could also be something with this Roseanne Barr energy. I'm seeing Tom, like, because Tom Arnold, I think, no, Tom Arnold, I think she did play in something with Tom Arnold. But This could be who this is here covering up this information here. Because somebody's trying to put out, somebody tried to drop a little jewel the other day. They wanted me to bite it. They dropped it one time. Then I said, maybe I'll check that out if it come again. And they came again. And I'm like, it ain't no need to. Somebody's just saying that. No, because these guys are trying to get away with this. Just like these friends and stuff. They trying to get these friends, the Washington, the Pool, all these people. I heard that they was all taking seed from me and co-creating the Fitzgerald. They were all stealing seed from me, and they were blaming this man. But this man could be gone, long gone, because they wanted to get to the real power here. They already knew. I don't know who else they brought into that clique later on, but they already knew who they was. Yeah. So we got what was that name? Oh, what was that name that we just read? I'm getting Sharon, but it was another name. This could also be this Lily or this energy here. I don't know if they try to recreate a clone of me, this light skinned girl. I'll put her picture up in a minute if I could find it again. But this could be like the new lilies, and we don't want any lilies. We don't want any lilies in the garden. You see what I'm saying? Five, yeah, there's some disappointment here. You could be disappointed because somebody didn't show up. Also, the greens is messing with this girl's panties. You see that? Her underwear, her Under Armour. These greens are in charge of, or they're yeah, look at this person, the hermit, this green hermit. Look, this person got black on his face. So I say about the Indians and the darker skin, these people was putting sackcloth on their face. These the three-headed dogs. This could also be the three people that just passed away: Osborne, Hawk. But see, it's like a special place. It's a special connection. We do stuff, but to make me be about the three people that just passed away publicly, that cannot enter into something here. But these people try to sacrifice these three men. Like let's pick three famous men to cover up for the thousands of us green pebbles down here, that's holding on to this owl here for wisdom, okay, or to connect to wisdom. We're gonna let these people get away with something, and we're gonna, because you see the only dog with a chain is the green one. The only dog with a chain on his neck is the green one. The gold dog and the red dog, they don't have no chain. The only one with a snake in their butt is the green one. Somebody did something messed up here, y'all. Or Hannah, the little girl Hannah that was friends with my daughter, to steal the riches and give it to poor people that's not going to do nothing but lower level shit with it. It's done. It says salvation of the Jews, Esther before the king. Esther is stating it. Like, what do you mean? You want me to go here, sit with this king, do all this stuff, or what, like this? Like, I'm not already the queen? This Esther reminds me of Sekhmet and um Sheba and all these energy. It's still the same fucking energy. Vashti is just a Vashti. There we go with Esther and Vashti, with Columbia and Wisdom. It's the same energy. These men are ashamed because they kept women out of something so long. But you know it was my energy that you've been using the whole damn time. And this time it's time to pay the fuck up. The earth is overpopulated or something anyways. So Bill Gates was on the right track, but it's just about the wrong part of the population, I think. This could also be somebody trying to say like Bill Quist, yeah, maybe to this Pierre. Also, I was hearing like with this French Montana to be dead or something. I don't know. Queen of to be dead or something. I don't know. Queen of Swords here. She didn't call the judgment already. Okay. Swords here. She didn't call the judgment already. Okay. This person This person could be even sitting in the spot where they wanted me to sit, or where you or I was with this justice here. The full justice is for this shit is not going to happen. Here, the full justice is for this shit is not going to happen. You could choose that, and you could choose that, and you could choose death. It'd just be like a Romeo and Juliet. I mean, we've seen several of them before. Okay, King of Coins. You try to go over there and say the red man, the red with the red hair, try to go over there and say that Mama Africa energy, even though that's just the image here. This could also be somebody coming around here into the two pillars in Milwaukee, I mean in Chicago and Illinois and Wisconsin, and they seen that these people was lying in Illinois and Wisconsin, and they seen that these people was lying in Illinois,